We are live, guys. Topic is, let me just get the camera a little bit. Topic is Google Sheets. Man, the video is horrible on this thing. The camera that comes with the computer, the laptop, horrible video. Anyways, Google Sheets. Let me just see if I can go find this too, by the way, and get this all to you. Google Sheets. Hey, Ronnie Braun. How are things going with you today? Or this evening, or whatever. Let me just see here. Sub data entry for, okay, that'll be the one I want to use. You use Google Sheets at all? That's what my whole topic of is it, especially for the YouTube, keeping track of, I don't know, your subscribers, how many subs they got, emails. Let's see, what else do I have? Whether they're a supporter of you, if they're over 1,000, they go into another category. So let me just see if I can find this. Yeah, window won't work. Scroll tab, Google Sheets. Yeah, okay, cancel that for now. So it is getting cold here at night. Let me tell you, last night it went down to, well, they say it was 0. I didn't feel it, but I'm nice and toasty in my dad. Here I got, well, a few times now, maybe half a dozen times already. I usually use it just to get nice and toasty just before I go to bed. And then I don't need to use it while I'm sleeping. I mean, if it's, you can sleep in a snowbank if you can get to sleep. It's nice and toasty under the covers anyway, so. Let me just see if I can, tab, Google Sheets, share that. Okay, what's coming across here? Well, we won't put that on there for right now. Well, I could pop that up there anyway. Can I make it bigger, smaller? There, Google Sheets. That's what I've got. That's not a Google form. That's a Google Sheet. Hang on, how do I do this? How can I do this? Let me just do here, microphone, camera, microphone. No, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that either. What the heck is going on? What am I doing? Oh, okay. Could be coffee break if anybody wants to get a coffee. Would be interesting to know if anybody. Now I know Marshall uses Google Sheets simply because he had a live on it once. He was doing some tutorials, and I was working on a spreadsheet like this for myself for months already, and so what I did was I had my own database set up, and then I have this to enter the data in, and then it goes into the database. And so I've had this for months and months and months now, maybe a year or more already. And then I went to Marshall's live where he was showing his Google Sheets database there. So I made my database kind of not look like, but has the same data qualifications as mine does. Hello, She Devil. Thank you for popping in. You're popping in all the time. No games tonight, though. um, I just wanted to do a quick pop up because I wanted to know if anybody actually um, uses Google Sheets for YouTube data input information. Keep track of I don't know, different things here. Like let's blow this one up a little bit bigger. Um, could even make it that big. So you would enter the the channel name here. So I would go to a channel that I want to enter. Then I would enter the channel name here, number of subs they have at the time I'm there. Not a continuous update, but what they had at the time that I entering the data. And then the channel URL, um, province or state or wherever they're from, notes, address if you have any, emails if you have any there too. And then you can, once you've got the data filled in, and if they're over, then on this side over here, on the right-hand side, if they are a channel supporter, you would put a check mark in this box. And if you wanted to go visit them, you had a need to go visit them for some reason, you would put a check mark in this box. And if they're over 1,000, you would put a check mark in this box. And if they had no count, some webs or some channels don't have a count at all. They just got it turned off. So you'd put a check mark in the teal colored checkbox there. And if you had sent stickers to anyone, you would put a check mark in the yellow. And if they're a moderator on your channel, you put the check mark in that box. Now in the sub section, when you type in how many subs they had at the time, anything over 1,000 would be treated as it would go over to the database as a green. Well, I'll show you the database. Just to make sure that once you type in the number of subs and it's over 1,000, make sure that you checkbox the green over 1,000 here. I'm still working on a method. It's in progress yet. So once you get all the data entered, you click save. It saves it to your database and then clears the sheet ready for the next entry. And once you get a whole bunch of them entered, then you can do the search at the top here. You would start typing in a name that you're searching for. Once you see it in a drop-down menu, you would click on the search and it would populate the rest of the fields that you had. Now, if you were doing that for searching for something for a reason, like because you wanted to fill in their email, you didn't have it before, then you would search for them, change the email or add the email, and then click on the modify, because you're only modifying an entry. You're not saving a new entry. So you got to make sure you do that too. Then there's the search. If you got it all searched, you can delete that one from the database. You can clear this screen here with the clear button. So let's have a look at the and this is a web-based or cloud-based sheet program. Like Google Sheets is a cloud-based spreadsheet program. So let's see if we can go and call up the first database where all the data would go. Now I took them all out and I just got this showing right here, right now. But once you type in the data in the forum, this is where the data would go. It first put in their name, their channel name, how many subs they have, and like I said, this would be automatically turned green if they're over 1,000. It's this tan colored if they're under 1,000. Then it gives you their channel URL. Nice thing about this is when you hover over it, it will bring up their channel URL, so you can just click on it and go there, which is nice. Then the state is next. Now you can see some of the writing here has gone over the state one because there's no data in the state cell here. So that's why it's going over. And this one here doesn't quite make it that far. If you double click on this line between the two, it'll take it over to the farthest point. That's irrelevant as far as I'm concerned. Then comes the state or province or country they're in. Then it would be their email if you do have that. If you do have all this information here, of course. And then notes if you had any. Now I'll just have to move the database over because it's so big. Here's where the addresses would go at the very end. The date entered. This is interesting because it'll enter the date. I've got it so that it'll enter the date that you entered that particular data and the time. So the day and the time. And then the checkboxes that you checked are right here. If it's a channel subscriber, this would be checked once you go through, or you can check them here now. Once they become a subscriber or a supporter, you can checkbox these here. So you can see that the over 1,000, there's the top two are over 1,000, then this one is under 1,000, and then it's two of them are over 1,000 again. So it's two, miss one, two, miss one, two. So if you go to the beginning, and you'll see it's two, miss one, two, miss one, two. And I also have a sheet for over 1,000. So if you click on over 1,000, you get a list of just the ones that are over 1,000, alphabetized by name, channel name. And then it gives you the state, their how many subs they have, and at the end, their email. So that's all on that. That's all I've got on here right now. So these are only the ones that are over 1,000. The next sheet that you can get with this is this one here. This is all that are under 1,000 and gives you the same thing, the channel name, how many subs, and the channel URL, and then email over here. I guess I should have typed in email here. Email, right on. And we'll center this, and we'll make it bold, and probably, I don't know what size those are, 12, maybe 14. Size 14, we'll make them size 14. That's good. That's a little better. So that's where the email would go. And then there's one more sheet that goes with this. So there's 4 sheets total. One is the form and then the moderators. Any moderators that you have that you checked off will automatically populate this screen here. So back to the form. So that's the Google Sheet form right there. Ronnie Rod says hi. She Devil says hello to everyone. Oh, you use Microsoft Access, eh? Okay. I like the color coding. Yeah, it's nice to have it color coding, that's for sure. Now, Google Sheets is totally free, and it is cloud-based. You don't have to download anything. It saves it every second that you're doing something. So when you go to the top and you go to File, you can't find File Save because there is no saving. It's done automatically for you, and it works basically the same as Excel. In some ways, better than Excel, and probably in some ways not as good. But I use it. It's like I said, it's free and it works. I wrote all the code for this to work. There's a lot of code that you have to write to put when you enter the data here to know where to put it on in the database sheet, and to once you enter, once you've got this built up and you've got a good database going, and you want to enter new people, it automatically puts it in alphabetical order for you, so you don't have to uh, do anything to it later. It just goes in there into the data sheet, into this one. It just, I have a one that's got more on it. This is just a show and tell one. And if anyone wants this particular uh, data sheet that's empty to play with all these things and to enter your own data, the only thing is you won't be able to change any labels or headers because of the programming that I did to it. It has to have everything in those particular positions. Like the channel name has to be first. These check boxes all have to be in that order, and so on and so forth. But you can what you can do here is enter the channel name, how many subs they've got, the URL link, um, the country or city or state or wherever they're from, email. Then you can have notes. Then you have some data as to whether they're a channel supporter, need to visit person, whether they have or need to visit channel, whether they have over 1,000, whether they have no count at all, whether you sent them stickers or not, and whether they are a moderator. And then at the very end is the time that you date and time that you enter data, and at the very end, finally, their address. So that's what this particular uh, Google Sheet will do for you. And if I mean, if you're interested in using it and wanting to use this one, just email me. I will send you a link, an email link with a blank sheet that you can download. Not download. Well, yeah, I guess it's asking you permission whether you want to use it or not, and you just say yes, and away you go, and it's yours. I thought I had a coffee going or built or something here. I guess not. Okay, no coffee. What do you use the Microsoft Access for? If I don't, if you don't mind me asking, there, Tommy. I like spreadsheets. I like the way they work. I mean, you enter data in this particular spreadsheet. You enter the data. The minute you hit enter is what I like there, or save. It populates all those other spreadsheets, all of them instantaneously, puts them in order and everything. I just love that, how you can manipulate cells like that. It's just amazing. Oh, cool. I use it simply because, well, to keep. I obviously put that criteria in there because that's what I want to keep track of, and it is a lot easier doing finding things. You when I'm on live online, I you can have that in another, like on a tablet or something else, or on another screen or what have you, and if you can easily look up people and add their link and stuff to the live streams and stuff. Yeah, yeah, the color coding comes in nice. Then you can see at a glance what's going on. Like that's the data sheet. So there's kind of a pink, then green, teal, yellow, blue. Oh, I forgot the orange. But also in the form that you actually fill out, they're down here on the bottom right hand corner too. Now, see, this is work in progress still. These check marks occupy one cell or one column, and then the wording occupies another column. I can't figure out how to get the word channel supporter, like put the checkbox right at the beginning and have the word after it. It just won't in there for some. Yeah, I know you can. I just don't know how. So, and then I also color coded my, okay, so for uh, over 1000 is green. So I color coded over 1000 in green. If you're under 1000 was sort of an orange, or well, orange was need to visit. Under 1000 was sort of a tan. I guess I could change this to tan color. And then moderators were blue. So that's why I made the nation there and the database itself here. And like I said, when you enter like Van City Adventure, now when you input the name or the name of the channel, if you know the name of the person, you should put that in brackets like I have here, because there is no place in here to add their real name. So I just added it to their channel name. What I do is go to someone, I would go to Van City Adventures channel, highlight the Van City Adventure so I don't get the spelling wrong and how it's done on his page, and then paste it on into the forum. And then after I would give a space, and then in brackets I would type his name. And then for the subs, I typed in 10.6K, and it knows it's 1,000, and it turned that box green. Then I obviously populated with his URL here, and then he's from British Columbia. There's his email address, and he's not really a supporter of my. I'm not monetized, but anybody that's sent me money or anything or gave me something, I usually check this one, child supporter. If I need to go visit, if I haven't visited him for a while, I'll click this box, need to go visit, so that I know I should go visit him. He's over 1,000 because I checked this box. Uh, this one isn't checked because this is for if you have no subs count at all. It didn't send him any stickers yet. I want to, but I haven't got his email address. And then he is a supporter. So, and then that's how that part works. So, oh, Drone Pool is here. Evening, evening. Well, thank you for popping in. I think it's Drone Pool is so close to 1,000 that it's incredible. Aren't you? Aren't you at 997? The last time I looked, 998. We've got to get you built up here. If there's anybody in the house that hasn't out Drone Pool, I'm sure that just let me know. I think you're just under the 1,000 mark. Holy smokes! I guess I have. I don't know if I have any supporters. Let me just go and check this out. I have to go do something here. Sorry, guys. Got to go to YouTube. Okay. Uh, AC for the D's. Drone Pool. Here you go. Oh, you got 1.43. Okay, no, it must be somebody else. I thought drone somebody. 1.43. Okay, cool. Anyway, I haven't added you into this particular database showing on the screen there yet, because this is just a show and tell database that I have. I have a database for my YouTube, keeping track of. I don't know if you can see what all the wording is there. The colors on there are like at the far right is pink, orange, green, teal, yellow, blue. Those particular ones are check boxes. They represent, if you're a supporter of mine, it would be the pink. If I need to go visit your channel, it would be the orange. If you're over 1,000, it would light the boxes up with green. If you don't have any count showing at all, I can't see your count. I know you have some, but you don't have the showing. You'd be in the teal color. If I have sent you stickers, you would be in the yellow check boxes. And if you are a moderator, you would be in the blue. So this here is just a sample, guys. So if you're on here and you see that it's not correct for you, no worries. It's just a sample thing for right now. And like I said, this spreadsheet with all the other spreadsheets that are involved, the ones there are, let's see, one for over 1,000 only. So when you go to that spreadsheet, it's over 1,000 only on there. under 1,000 only on another spreadsheet. Moderator has a spreadsheet. And I think there's one more. I thought there was one more. Let me go have a look. Moderator. Oh, no, that's it. Under 1,000, over 1,000, and then the database itself. So that's what you get. And if you would like a copy of this to use, it will come to you blank. Usually, how Google Sheets works is I can be working on this thing and filling it up and have several hundred people on there. And then next time I call it up from Google Sheets, it's online, so it's already up there and populated. And there's no way to save this, but I can share it with people. Now they can, once you share it with something, they can look at it, and I can stop them from editing it, but they can edit. I can let it, but they're not starting from scratch though, with their own data. That's what I wanted. So I have a way now to send an email to someone, and then they would download a blank copy of this and just use it as their own with no data in it at all. So, like I said, if you wanted a copy of this and want to use it and want to play around with it, you can't change a lot of things with like how spreadsheets work, because I wrote a lot of coding to get this to work. There's not many formulas in it. It's all script coding, like if-then statements and filter statements and all kinds of other statements. But so you can't really move things around because it has to know in specific columns and specific rows and things like that. And the checkboxes are, they're connected to, everything's all connected. So it's pretty hard to move things around. But at least it'll keep track of what you see here on the screen. And it will also, the like purplish, what do you call that color at the very end there, far right, that is the date and time that you would have entered. I can move that over, scroll over a little bit. Let me just see here. If you go over a little bit, this is the date and time that you entered it, and then the addresses, if you have any addresses, would be filled in here. So now, if, for example, I have, let me just see here, the database shows Van City Adventure 10.6, all of this data. He's got 2 check marks. He's a moderator and a over 1,000. So let's go to the form and let's search for Daryl. And he's a Van City Adventure. So I just started typing the V, and if anything comes up that has a V in it, that's in. Here's Van City Adventure right here. So we'll go search. Now it populates everything for me. You can see it's all populated there. And if I change anything, then if I want to save it, I don't go to the save, I go to the modify, because I'm modifying a entry already. I'm not saving a new one. I think if I went to save it, it might tell me I'm trying to put a duplicate in, which you can't do. So anyway, here's the data, and it shows that he has over 1,000. The checkbox is here, and the moderator, there is a checkbox there also. Now, to get rid of all this data without modifying or saving, I can clear. So if you press clear, are you sure you want to clear and reset everything? Yes. So now it's all set, ready to go for the next input. So that's how that works. And I was just hoping that a few people that would that's using at least Google Sheets or spreadsheets or something would try to use this, and then maybe they could download it and see what we could do with it. I thought I had coffee going here, but I don't. But I do have a cheesy. Anybody out there have a coffee going? And I'm having a cheesy. You ever had these things? Or they have these in the U.S.? And they look like that. They're probably full of everything you don't like. So it's not good for you. Yeah, I thought this was 1.7 grams of fat, but it's 17. Holy. Too late for coffee, eh? Okay. I just ground up a bunch. Too late for coffee for both of you. You must be way farther east than me. I'm from Alberta. And next week coming up here. Monday's a holiday for Thanksgiving. Next week, I think I'm going to have a quizzes game for you there, Tommy. And drone pool if you're interested. Oh, 7. It is. Oh, you're in an hour difference. You're just a hop, skip, and jump away. Little ways away. This is a taste test, guys. This brand, Cheesies, or Cheesy. It's not Cheesies. Oh, I guess it is an S on the end. Got the camera in the wrong ways always. Taste test. Mmm. Mmm. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give these a 10. um. Now, I was showing Kenny how to use quizzes, and being the first time, you don't know how it all works and everything. But he brought up a camping quiz, and yeah, this Monday is Thanksgiving in Canada. Anyway, bunch of turkeys are going to give their lives. But anyway, you can't know how to use quizzes, right? So he just tried to get a game going quickly, and he called up a camping one, and it was all photos. But the thing is, it was for like up to grade 3 students or up to grade 1, I think. It would just show a photo of a tent, and it would say out or a tent, 4 photos of different camping things, and it would say which one is a tent. Hey, Joan. Amazing. Woo. And fairy dust dropped in. Well, what the heck? I should have started my stream earlier. Anybody that would like a sticker of mine, please send me an email with your address. I would be more than happy to send you, because I have a spreadsheet to keep track of all that stuff. 7:30 in Plymouth, Wisconsin. Plymouth, Wisconsin. Yes, JD John is in the house. And hey, wait, just wait. Let me show you this again. I have a spreadsheet. It's not even for sale. It's free. All you have to do is send me or in my email. No, send me an email and I will send you back a link and you will get 4 sheets. 4, count of 4. That is a data entry right here. This one right here is a data entry sheet. And then it has 3 other sheets that are populated. One is just a simple database, which collects all this data. Then there's another sheet that collects all over 1,000 subscribers. Another sheet that logs all under 1,000 subscribers. And another sheet that keeps track of all moderators. So that's a basic YouTube spreadsheet. Good thing about it is it's Google Sheets, which is totally free, and it's cloud-based, which means as you're working on it, the minute that you hit enter and things like that, or click a button, the mouse, it saves it. So it's saved all the time. Matter of fact, when you're finished working on it, you just exit. You don't save nothing. And then the next time you go back, it's ready to go again. But I have one of these that's got almost all my subscribers on it already, and I don't want to share that because why would you want all my subscribers on there? So I'm sharing a empty uh, form or sheet. Let me just go there and show you. Any of you are here that haven't seen this. So here's the form. You fill it out with whatever information you want here. And then all that data that's there goes to this database here. Now, this is just a temporary setup. I just entered a few just to show you how this goes. This is the database with all the records. And at the far right would give you the date and the time you entered it. And then farther on the right yet is addresses, their address. All the check boxes would be filled on what's on there. Now, the next sheet is over 1,000. Anybody that's over 1,000 is automatically populated in here and automatically put in alphabetical order. Anybody that's under 1,000 would go onto this sheet. And then any moderators would go into this sheet. So that's basically, you got 1, 2, 3 sheets, a database sheet. The other 3 sheets are just parts of this sheet. And then a main forum sheet. This is not a forum. This is a sheet. There's a difference between a forum and a sheet. Sheets can do way more things than forums can. Forums can only do one. Each thing that you click on can only do one task. Can't do multiple tasks like a sheet can. So, oh, my email is on every single. And I think I forgot to put the description in the bottom here, but on all my videos got my email in it. But I'll post it up here because that's why I have StreamYard working. There you go. Nomadic Van Man with a number 1 at gmail.com. Now I had to put number 1 because somebody else stole Nomadic Van Man. What nerve does somebody have that to use Nomadic Van Man? This is my name. Yeah, a techie nerd. Yeah, I know. But like I said, anybody that wants to use this particular spreadsheet of their own, you have to have a reason to use it, though. I mean, why would you want to use a spreadsheet keeping track of what you see here, like everything associated with YouTube, unless you need to do that for some reason? Like it's like if I go live or if I go on lives and somebody says drop a link to so and so, I can look that up in a second because I have the spreadsheet right there, and I can just because on these spreadsheets, let me go to that one and show you what it does. When you're in the database and here's all the URLs, you just copy and paste the URL in here. But when you hover over these, it puts there, like you can click. Some of them have pictures, some don't. Let me just see here. This one. Adventures in Xanadu. See, like that, they have. You just click on that thing and it takes you to their. Obviously, it's a URL. It's going to take you to their site. There's Van City Adventures, and it should do the same thing with the email. I don't. You can see how when you hover over it, you would just click on it now, and it would take you to the email and set it up so that you can email them. So, and then this is the user form where you would do searches if you like. If you're searching for A's, these are all the A's that are in any, not that just start with the letter A, but that has an A in it, like Ghetto Van. Here's an A in the Ghetto Van, and here's Van City. If you're searching for V, well, Ghetto Van Adventure and Van City. See, that's there's two, and then you would pick the one you want and do the search. So that's it for that. Oh, what happened? The nerve. Yeah, the nerve. Fairy dust. Uh, how are you doing? Uh, yeah, if you need that kind of data, it is. It is. I like the way spreadsheets work beautiful. But like I said, if you have no need for a spreadsheet, why would you even bother with one? They're work. They're just nothing but work. Uh, Portuguese. Portuguese. Oh, cool. I thought I knew, but where are you from, Fairy Dust? What part of the world are you in? Oh, you are. You're just American. No, do I sound Scottish? Scottish, aye. No, I'm born raised. My parents born and raised in Canada. Grandparents, I think, born and raised in Canada, but their parents came from. Well, I think it was a place called Bessarabia, which is like Russian, or so we're Russian and German and all that all that funny stuff. Born and raised in Southern California. Right on. Southern California. Have you ever seen snow? Do you know what snow looks like? Yeah, I forget now exactly where John's from, but I know he was Canadian. He's from a little bit colder climate than mine than me. I'm still in Alberta, and I'm trying to get back to Vancouver, but I don't know. I don't want to just start discussing the COVID thing, but I was an anti-vaxxer person. I mean, I had my reasons, whatever they were. We won't go there. Why? But anyways, um, yeah. Um, so then, because I'm house, I can't just walk to the bathroom and have a shower, and I can't do certain things. I used to take showers at the YMCA, and I can't even go there. So, anyways, it just seems like the government's kind of forcing me to get. I don't want to get vaccinated. I just whatever the reasons were. But now that it's been around for, I mean, now I've kind of changed my mind after this period of time because it more than likely is better to be vaccinated than not. So, October 1st, I went in and got my first shot. So I got 21 days minimum, 28. Perfect. Another week. So I want to stay in Alberta to get my second, because Alberta government, if you get poked, they'll give you $100. So I'm going to stay here and make sure I get both shots here, and then I want to have my hands open for that money. If I don't want to get the virus shot, and I have to, they're going to pay me at least, and I hope I don't start growing two heads or something. But anyway, so I got to wait till the 28th, and then I can start heading back to Vancouver. Hey, Daryl. I'm just talking about heading back to Vancouver, when and why and what have you. And so, like I'm saying, I got to wait till after the 28th before I start heading back, because that's when my second shot is. And I know you can have the shots in different provinces, but I don't know if the Alberta government would give me my $100. That's what I'm waiting for. If they said they're going to give $100 to anybody that gets it, and so I'm waiting. We're going to see what happens. Oh yeah, right. I'm running on Canadian Tire Wi-Fi, and I'm about 2 city blocks away from there. So I hope it. What's my background? Oh, what's on what you want? What's that white thing in the background there with the funny numbers and letters and colors? Like this thing here. I just want to keep it up there to. Wait a minute now. We should note, what's this here? What's that? Yeah, I know some places in Canada, probably the States too, there's just so much snow you can't deal with it all. I I saw Russian in the chat. That's why I was asking. Oh, okay. That's my history. I'm from Bessarabia. I don't know if it's still called that today, but that's was part of Russia, and they fled to Germany or something way back in the day, and then they came to Canada. And my grandparents, I think my grandparents were born here. Bree. Oh, you just got your mail. Or that actually that was pretty quick. Oh, great. So you can keep the card, but you can. Oh yeah, okay. You can throw the card away, but keep the stickers, or is it the other way around? The card and throw the stickers away. No way. I gotta wait till the 28th before I come back too. And if they're starting to get snow through I I mean I can drive through the snow. It's just I prefer not to. That's all. But I guess it is what it is, and I gotta. Oh yeah, the Ruskies, eh? That's your history. Right on. How was the adventure? Winter tires now in effect for the mountains. Okay, now see that I have funny thing here. I have what is it, a mountain thing on mine representing the snow, but I don't have a snowflake. picture of a snow. Is that not a snow tire then? I have a thing they're called all season, and I have a picture of a mountain on. I guess those are not snow tires. So maybe they're in effect already, and my tires aren't that great. Uh, wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, send me a picture. Beautiful. I think send somebody else some stickers at the same day I sent yours. So, but I can't remember who. Um, maybe it was one was in Canada. I don't know. It takes longer to mail something and costs more to mail something in Canada than it does to mail something to from here to China. Or cost of shipping stuff is stupid. Uh, wow, 800. Yeah, that's cool. Around. There's a couple of those or some of those on the Vancouver Island. Mobile for your bucks. Just watched your video on your. Are you quitting van life? And he comes on later. He says clickbait. No, no, no. Did it work? Fairy dust. Holy, look at this. I'm a mix of Latin. Ooh, Latin. French, English, German, and some Asian English. Oh, man. Holy smokes. You fit them all. Wow, wowee. Mo Bang. He's got a new vehicle. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you want to go somewhere far away, you just fly there because you just take your suitcase. Like you said, if you got a suitcase full of stuff, that's all you need. Well, you just rent a vehicle and put the seats down, back, sleep, away you go. You're camping. That's the good way it goes. So yes, of mine, please. My email is going across the bottom. I have a whole bunch. I'll send you out a couple. All you got to do is send me your email or your mailing address. So my email is going across the bottom there, waiting for you to type in your address, and then I'll get you out a sticker. And hey, and even better yet, if you have your own sticker, send them. I'll trade. Mother of all months. Yeah. So let's make this just a little bit large. Anybody that would like a spreadsheet by Google Sheets, I have the answer for you right here to keep track of all your data. Well, not all your data. That you can't change this in any way, shape, or form, but you can add your own data. It become blank. All you got to do is send me your email that you want one of these, a copy of these. It'll be blank, and it'll keep track of just what you see here, like the channel name, uh, sub count, channel URL, email, address, notes, all kinds of stuff here. It'll keep track of it for you. So um, if you'd like a copy of this, a blank copy, keep your own uh, information in. Just let me know. Send me an email with saying, "Yeah, I want one of those spreadsheets." Like this here part's just the form. You fill this out with when you go to a when you go to um, someone's channel, you would fill out all the pertinent information here, which would populate your database right here. This is just a show and tell database data from mine. I got a whole big long thing. And then the if you wanted to find out your over, the green ones are over 1,000 here in this row, subs when added. I've got just the over 1,000 listed right here in another spreadsheet. Then I've got just the under 1,000 listed in another spreadsheet here. And then I've got any moderators that I have listed right here in that spreadsheet. So as you fill this out, once you press either save or modify, it would populate all those other spreadsheets for you. Keep track of everything. Yeah, well, you probably have something called organized mess. At least, I mean, it's a mess, but it's, you know where it is, I guess. Yeah, I live in, you kind of maybe all know what kind of vehicle I live in. Sometimes I lose things in here. I can't find them. Like, you step outside your vehicle and you know that whatever it is you're looking for is within that many square feet of area, and yet try to find it. It's packed away somewhere. I have actually still way too much stuff. Yeah, I don't know if you'll have a problem like that in the mini size, but I certainly have problems. Hey, good idea. Smash that thumbs up. Maybe it'll. You think YouTube will recognize that and come to my channel and say, "Hey, this guy got 4 or 5 thumbs up today." But very much appreciated. And yes, it does help the YouTube algorithm. That's for sure. Oh, I suppose you're wondering where I am. I'm in the dark, and I'm laying back in the dark. Let me get to the front here where you can see me more. I don't have any. Where's my little light? It's getting darker and darker outside all the time. There we go. Get a little bit more light on the subject. Tonight might be another cold one. Got down to -1 last night. We closed the door. Stepping out for just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Close the door. Lock her up. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Guess size don't matter, eh? For that, anyway. Size does not matter. You still lose things. All packed and ready to hit the road. So what's going on? Is there another meetup here coming up pretty soon? Is that the? I hear you guys talking about that. What's the other one? Michigan something or other, or the blah, 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 I can't remember now. Yeah, and time will go by. A week or two, a days, week, something, whatever length of time, and I'll just bump into it. If it's something I needed at that time, I maybe don't need it now, but yeah, you'll bump into it. Mini berries, yes, that's what it's called. What the brie majority of it, or Bernia, Bernia, majority of it. Mayberry, though. Okay, got it all figured out now. Okay, so do they have? There's got to be some more Americans in the house. Are there any of these in the US of A? They're called cheesies. And let's do a taste test. I just did one a little while ago, all for Kenneth. But anyways, this is what they look like. They're bumpy and full of fat. Not good for you. But I hear they don't have these in the States. But anyways. Like eating a long popcorn. A long cheese popcorn. Yikes. 2,000 miles. Yeah. So you figure out how many miles you get to the gallon, and then it's 2,000 miles. Yeah, that's a lot of filling up. Bernay. Lance named me Bernay. Okay, I got another question for you there, Fairy Dust. Who is Lance? I don't remember to down some here what your first name is. And then Tim was saying on his video today, he says, I'm learning names better. I think I'm getting old. I can't remember names anymore. It takes me 100 times you telling me what it is, then I'll remember. 25 miles to the gallon on the highway. So multiply that by 100 would give you 2,500. So you need I can't figure that out in my head. 2,500 gallon tank. No. 250 gallon tank. That'll get you there. Such a long. Yeah. You know, back in the day when the telephone was with headphones and long cords that you would plug into the wall, and people would call her. You can't just call someone directly. You'd have to call the operator person, and then she would grab a cord and connect you to someone. My aunt knew some lady that worked there, and she knew over 2,000 numbers just out of her head, where she just memorized it. Oh, that's of Boondocking with Boomer, another Canadian. Oh, cool. I'm subscribed to. Well, both of you, I hope. Unless you don't have content and you don't really want subscribers. I know I'm subscribed to Boondocking with Boomer. Let me just check. I'm not subscribed to you, Fairy Dust. I don't know why. To be subscribed to? It's totally free. It doesn't cost anything. Holy. How long is the meetup for? Like longer than just a weekend? Yeah. Just towing something probably add a lot to it, eh? You can turn completely over now. The meetup, okay, the meetup is from Friday to Sunday. Oh, okay. More or less just like a long weekend. Here you go, Wayne. Oh, okay. Oh, your channel. Oh, okay. Very cool. I don't quite know how to. I'm going to have to figure out how to click on that thing. I can't do it through StreamYard, and I can't write it down. It's too much like gobbledygook stuff to write down. How many subscribers? Well, I was going to say, how many subscribers do you have? That's private information. People are there already. Oh, what the heck? You mean so it's coming up this weekend here, like the Canada Thanksgiving weekend? Oh, okay. And then the U.S. has their Thanksgiving coming up later on. Oh, for a whole week. Yeah. Okay. Somebody said there's going to be like 50 or more units there. That's a lot. Oh, and red eye, that's probably nice and cheap too. So is Brene kind of getting into this thing, or? $79. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I see if I end this and I go online and look at this particular stream. All this chat won't be in the window on the right hand side until for a couple days. Then once it finally appears there, then I can on your thing. Otherwise, I can't click on. But anyway, I'll be subscribing to you in the next couple days here, just so you know. Because I mean, if you're subscribed to me, I better be subscribed back. That was my motto. Unless some people just don't want to be subscribed to, and that's perfectly fine. Some don't create it all. Yeah, or some are just supporters, which is I appreciate supporters probably, well, obviously better than just subscribers, because supporters kind of like they got your back, sort of thing. I mean, they pop in when they can. I mean, they can't do everything. They can't watch every video. They can't. Um, so, I mean, if you're not, are you? See, I can't even tell. I'm not on the YouTube side of my stream, so I can't even tell who's a moderator in here. Um, if you're not a moderator and you would like to be, just moderator, and I'll make you one. I'll go to the YouTube side and make you one. That's the only way I can tell, because it turns you blue. In here, there's no color. In StreamYard, there's no color indication. And I like honest, um, uh, good moderators. That I don't usually ask my moderators to do things. I don't. You shouldn't have to ask your moderators to do a job. You know, I always thought moderating helps me out. Like if I'm doing the live stream, I don't have time to go look to post links for here and there. And that's why moderators would be nice and handy to come in. But to do like anything over and above that and beyond that is like work. It's like a job, and you're not getting paid for it. So neither am I. I don't get paid. I'm not monetized. I won't be able to be monetized for another 10 months or so yet. So it's not like we're around the corner saying, "Oh boy, you got to get there." So 130, 32. See, that's the thing. YouTube puts a carrot in front of your nose, waves it, and it says, "You get over 100 subs, and you can now change your channel name. You can use your own name as your channel name, like YouTube/Nomadic Van Man. It's not YouTube/ blah, 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 a bunch of letters and numbers and then that's your URL link. Now you can change your name. So at 100 subs, go and change your name, so that when we click on your channel, it'll go up the top there. It'll say your channel name stuff. Oh, I forgot what my question was. Oh, okay. Holy smokes! When I'm go on Sunday, that's tomorrow. I go live tomorrow at 1. I'm on for an hour. Sometimes it seems like a long time, like an hour, and like tonight it's already an hour and 15. I don't believe it. Already 1 hour went past that quickly. And Going Green Mum are the awesome mods I'm inspired by. Yeah, right. Bree has been a moderator for me for quite some time already. So I don't know. There's a few that I think they don't want that information on there or something or what have you. But so that's cool. It's whatever they like. Obviously, Renee did not change her link, so the channel name. Yeah, yeah, but you can do that. I don't know how to. I don't just off the top of my head. I don't know where to go. Click, 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 and that's where you go to change your name. It's something like it's in the studio. Go to settings, and then a box pops up, and go down to community, or in there. That's where you change your channel name. I'm thinking anyway. Waiting for Mo Bang to give you a wrench. Okay. So let me see here. Um, uh, like I'm on Canadian Tire Wi-Fi too, which uploading it's not good for um, live streaming. It's good to watch videos and stuff, or just look around on, but it's not good for live streams. Okay, pop up this post. Okay, now we'll go back to the live stream. There we go, and then we'll pop up this fairy dust. Okay, now I can see fairy dust. You are a moderator already. Thank you. Thank you for popping in. Thank you very much. So you can post links. You can post your own link if you wish. That's another thing moderators have power to do. Post away. No need to be afraid of posting links if you want to. Oh, I was trying to see if my Elements is working. My Elements never work. Stream Elements, so why? Snappy, here's Stream Elements right here. Now let me just see what Stream Elements. I should have had this on a long time ago, so I had to see what's going on, because I can't get it to start. Well, try logging in with uh, YouTube. And it's got the clock thing going around and around and around. Live in 27 minutes. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know. Might have to go over there. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just see what this says here. Going Green Mom has a um, how to change your name to your name thing. Cool. Yeah, I'd be going over there and watching that and see how she's doing that, because I know it's not hard. And then you can have your name there at least. And when you tell somebody what's your channel name, it would be youtube.com/C/ and then your name, whatever name you've got your channel at, which is perfect. Okay, see, I told you that's not going to work. Darn. Seems like there's either a big lag or something. I can't. There. Okay. There's Mobile for Your Bucks link right there. Right on. Okay, so let me go and see what do we. Okay, that's the lie. I can get rid of that, I suppose. But Stream Elements, how do we log in then? With YouTube. I said that. Won't even log me in, for crying in the sink. This is, oh yes, Saturday evening. Yeah, that's when Paula does come on. I don't know, I got so many things on the go, I can't even keep track, and I can't go everywhere. Oh, I guess I can turn my banner off. We don't need that. Okay, see there? Okay, well, that took that a long time to get there. Let's go for a color of, yeah, okay, for now, we'll go for yellow. Maybe it only comes on next time you, oh, there we go. Comes on in yellow. And click on the minimal amount. There. Okay. Back to the chat window. Where were we? Right on. There we go. Black strip with the yellow flag at the end. I like that a little better for me anyway. I don't have a paid version of StreamYard. I don't stream enough to get one, and I don't really care about changing anything on the backgrounds or doing anything other with it, other than what I can use here. So I don't understand why I should buy it. They're generous. They give you 20 hours in a month. That's an hour every day. So it's an hour every day, or 2 hours for 15 days, or 3 hours a day for 7 days. So I guess I don't need that other one up now because the pop-up doesn't give me any more information anyway. So well, I'm trying to get back to Vancouver. Vancouver, believe it or not, it does get below zero. Like not very much in the winter season. And then I have a diesel heater in my unit here, and that's why I go to Vancouver, because it's the warmest part in Canada to go to. So it gets like 0 or 5 above in that range most days. It does snow for 1, maybe 2 days, and then it's gone. It might stay for a week. Or might, there might be snow on the ground or snow around for a week, and it might do that maybe once or twice during the winter. Ever since 40 years ago, winters were very, very mild too. But now that I've been going back for the last 3 years, I've seen snow, yes, every winter, but not lots of. That's for sure. So, and it's not too cold. I've been to this some places close on the Canadian border, like Helena, places like that. A few small places like that. I think Seattle, going down the coast. I remember now. Been to Cancun 3 times, Mexico. Just flew directly from Canada to Mexico. Didn't stop in the States anywhere because it's a 5-hour flight from Alberta straight to Cancun. It's like a 5-hour flight there. I haven't been into too many big places in the summer holiday many years ago when you could go across the border freely. Yeah. And let's see, no other countries besides Mexico, Canada, US of A. Da, da, da. That's it. So North America. That is it. Not even South America. I was thinking of actually flying to Australia. That'd be cool. Wouldn't mind going there. I'll have to check out what the prices are like. Oh, here's the thing. The very first time, well, I actually went to Cancun to get my teeth done. I needed to get, my teeth were in pretty bad shape. Hey, Justin and Christina, hi. Thanks for popping in. Sit back, get your coffee, sit back. Let's have a light discussion. So, anyways, I was talking about my teeth. I needed to get my whole mouth done. To get an implant in Canada would be about $4,000 to $5,000 for one implant, and it's months and months and months because you have to get it done in stages. You do this, they put the post in, you wait 6 months, you go back, and for me, going back and forth to Calgary is like it cost money for gas to get back and forth, and then the amount of time just to do one tooth. So I needed my whole mouth to get done. So I went to Cancun. I got an evaluation done actually before I even flew there. They looked at it and everything with camera video, and they said X amount dollars guaranteed, no much more, blah 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 blah, and this if final amount, this amount. So and I decided, okay, I'll go there. So the first day I get there, the very first day I get there, oh, thanks ESP and me for popping in. The very first day, oh, but now I can't read the fine print on there. I have to make that bigger. The first day I got there, I was right in the chair right away. They come and pick you up at the airport. They fly you to the dentist's office to get total evaluation. Then when you say go, it's go. And it's not like in Canada. When 5 o'clock bell rings to go home at night, you're gone. In Mexico, they go home when the job's done. They don't go home. I was there till midnight once. Like, it's amazing. Perfectly clean, perfectly, everything is sanitized, just like that I was working with was actually studying her dentistry under the Germans, which are, to my opinion, are the best dentists in the world. Is from Germany, so I figured she must be pretty good, and she was. She was very, but her assistant did the whole work for me. So, anyways, I got my whole mouth done. First day, 9 root canals on the bottom. 9, count them. 9 root canals. First day, on the bottom. I got teeth not pulled, but all of them are crowned except for 2. I have 2 in the back and the upper that are actually my own teeth yet. I still have my own teeth under all the crowns. I've got 25 crowns. But I also have 5 bridges. So extensive work. Took me 9 days. They did it all in 9 days. Oh, and I do have 2 implants. And like I said, in Canada, those are $4,000 to $5,000. And they did that all in 9 days. And my total cost to do what I had done in Canada, well, let me just tell you what, in Mexico, the work that I got done cost me Canadian dollars $13,000. Now you're saying, wow, 13 poppers out. Beautiful teeth. And I've had them for almost 15 years already. But anyways, $13,000. Do you know how much this whole thing would have cost in Canada? Hold on to your chair. Anywhere between $50,000 and $60,000. $50,000 and $60,000. So I paid 13. So how much money am I saving? Saved almost $50,000. Amazing. And I still do have my teeth underneath. I can still get cavities. Actually, I did. I got a cavity on one. I got it filled. I got it fixed. But I don't have any cavities showing because you cannot get a cavity in porcelain. So I cannot get a cavity that's showing like up under showing here. Porcelain can't get it. It's not growing material. You can't get a cavity there. So. Oh, Leonard! Wow, things are picking up. We have company. What is going on there, brother? How's your garden coming? Oh, I was going to work on how do I make that bigger? Bigger bubble or what does bubble or okay, but I can read that at least. Yeah, okay, I'll have it there. Well, there you go. Inspiration. I don't know how big your garden was and what you had. Must have kept you going for this the summer and now for food, vegetable or fruit and vegetables. Well, I don't know, fruit with vegetables and stuff. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know the dent. I don't know the name of the dent. Okay, when I was there was a girl. Her name was Nexi. Nexi Sanchez, and she's beautiful. Not necessarily beautiful work, beautiful looking woman. Very beautiful. Like her teeth were obviously she was a dentist. Her teeth, but she had her own teeth and no work done. Her teeth were in perfect condition, and she had such beautiful skin and nice beauty. Her hair was always up, and that's another thing. When you go with your dentist, and the 5 o'clock bell rings, everything's closed. You go home. It might have been 8 o'clock at night. We went dancing after, like all the staff at the dentry. We all went dancing or out for food. Like it was simply amazing. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, now she did all my teeth, but she wanted to have her own place. She was that good. So while I was there, she was debating whether to leave. So then when I left, I heard she had left there and didn't. She worked at somewhere else, and then she actually started her own. She has her own place. I don't know what it's called, but the place that I was with, which Irma Gavelden is her name. Irma Gavelden. She's the one that studied under the Germans. She's a professional, man, let me tell you. Her dentist office is called Ocean Dental. So look up Ocean Dental and Irma Gavelden and see if you can find Nexi Sanchez. Man, beautiful little girl or woman, let me tell you. And beautiful work. Well, you should have seen my teeth. I have a photo of my teeth before and after. If you saw, like, one day I'll look for them and I'll find them. I'll show you. It's like incredible. And then they come with a the area is right on. Well, okay, if you know how Cancun is. Cancun, the whole city is only 40 years old, believe it or not. And Cancun means snake pit. So, anyways, there's where the desolate people live. That's the part of Cancun that I wanted to go to visit, because that's what Cancun is. So then there's a big lagoon. They called it the Laguna. And on the other side of the lagoon was the hotel strip, the multi-million dollar places where you 25,000. And when I went there, the first time I went there was spring break. So let me tell you, there was people there. There was skin everywhere. Let me tell you, it was just. And now that I find out, the Mexicans, well, the Cancun people anyway, they don't like the Americans that much, unfortunately to say, is because when you see how they treat them, not all Americans are like that, but they're sitting on the top of this $25,000 a night cigar, probably $1,000 cigar or more, and they're snapping their fingers and they want them to cater to them, and it's just amazing. But this is where this dentist office is along that real rich section there, although she's right across the street, kitty corner from a police station. And it's not a rich area. She does really good work for really cheap price. So that's where that is, right on the tip of and see, would be the southeast tip of Cancun. And when you're flying in there, it's amazing. You're coming over that the big that big bay there, whatever that is, and then you come around the point where Cancun is. To come that big point on there, the water changes color to turquoise kind of color, and just it's amazing how you're. Most of the other times you're over the water, and you're flying over the water, and you see not big ships but little boats. Like you're flying on the water for a long time, and they're way out there, sure. And you wonder, such a small boat, like what are they doing way out there? Like, holy smokes. Oh, wait a minute, I'm missing some cucumbers. Didn't do good. I will grow them in a different part of the garden next year. Yeah, okay. Too bad. I like cucumbers. I don't like pickles. I like cucumbers. Cucumber sandwich right about now would be beautiful with salt. Ooh, ha. Now there's some sandwiches. I don't know whether you guys like them, like an onion sandwich, just onion and butter. Sometimes salt. Sometimes people put sugar, but if you get the sweet onions, you can just eat a sweet onion like an apple. That's funny. I don't know why I don't like pickles at all. When I order burgers or something or anything with pickles on them, I just say I don't want the pickles. I don't know why, but I love the cucumbers. Well, there's a totally two different tastes there, though. No. So, okay. I have a spreadsheet up there. Nobody inquired. What the hell is that thing in this on your screen there? Anyways, I've been on so long. My I think Paula's having a live right about now or something. Somebody was saying, I don't like onions unless they are totally cooked and caramelized. So, like, let's say you go out to McDonald's and you get a hamburger. Uh, Well, places onions. I don't. Maybe they don't fry the onions, but you can get grilled onions to put them on top then too. Instead of just the raw onion on there, you can put grilled onion. Well, although I think Justin and Christina, I think they eat a lot better than I do. They are more eating than I do because they make videos about. I make food videos too, but it's all junk food. I must be leading some people on though. You think? I try to do stay away. Like I'm trying to do this lifestyle diet thing, but man, I don't know. I just like this diet I'm supposed to go on is actually fatless. Anything with fat in it, the least amount of fat you can get, the better. But anyway, meatless. It's hard to. The very first time I did this diet, I did cold turkey and I lost 50 pounds in no time at all, and I got to dump all my medication. That was my blood pressure medication, my diabetes medication. I got off all of them. And then I fell off the wagon. And then you have a hamburger, which tastes good. Fat tastes good. So, anyways, I've been trying. You can't have to it. You know what I mean? And then on the weekend you splurge. If you're gonna do and that's why they don't call this a diet. They call it um, a lifestyle. Okay, wait a minute. I got another thing that popped up here. What's this? Uh, McDee's puts is this McDougal you're talking about? That's the guy I follow, the doctor I follow. Oh, wait a minute now. McDonald's. I thought you were talking about McDougal. Puts reconcentrated onions on their burgers. Oh, okay. Except for the quarter pounder. What? You mean the quarter pounder is different? Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Yeah, Dr. McDougal. You got a pencil. Write that down. Dr. McDougal. That's the. It's a starch food diet. I mean, that's why there's 100 diet, or not 100. There's probably 300 diets out there. Is because if any one diet worked for everybody, I mean, everybody would do it, and you wouldn't have any other diets to go to. So a, a whole food plant-based diet, it is what it is. It worked for me. So it's starch food. You see, I went on these diets that to me I had to eat like a bird, right? I just don't like those. I don't like salads. I eat them, but I mean, I just prefer not to eat them. Um, and so when you go on a diet, yeah, fill your plate up with salad. I mean, I could do that, but I would do those diets. Fill up your plate with salad and have in a little while I'm eating again because when you put a big amount, like this big amount of spinach in a bowl and cook it down, it goes down to like this big. So I can imagine what that's happening in your stomach. It's shrinks down to nothing. So you seem to be hungry. So, anyways, this plant-based whole food diet is starch, which groups of people have grown up since day one. Like just starch. The Russians are known for potatoes. The Mayans are known for corn and mace, and there's all starch foods. And back then, there was no like big fat people. And then I know there's people going to obviously say, well, what about this? What about that? I know all about those what abouts. So, but anyways, the thing of the starch food diet is you can fill your plate up massively. And the idea is don't exercise. I didn't exercise when I went on that diet, and I lost 50 pounds. And I pulled my belt buckle up one notch, and I never thought about, hey, I'm losing weight. I was just trying to change my diet. And then when I pulled up my belt buckle a second time, that's when I finally realized, hey, what the heck? I'm losing weight, and I lost 50 pounds. But that's pretty good. So starch, like I know you can't eat potatoes 3 times a day for a whole year, but people have done that. And I'm talking almost potatoes only. No butter on them, no gravy, no nothing. Just potatoes a day for a whole year, or at least 3 times a day, or maybe two. Now this guy in Australia did that, and what his numbers for whatever his protein, his calcium, his all of his numbers were the best that in his life that he's ever been, and he's always been overweight, and now he's in almost athletic perfect condition. So that might not work for everyone, but it sure works for some people. It's very similar to a, well, you see, there's problems with the vegan diet, and there's problems with the keto. They're very, very similar to those, though. Um, Vegan diets, yes, they can still have fat. They can have potato chips and a Coca-Cola. That's not good for vegan. Otherwise, the rest of their food sounds pretty good, but they can still have fat and stuff. I don't want fat. It a lot of people, you probably don't. I mean, you don't have to believe what I say, but it is true that the fat you eat is the fat you wear. So, um, actually, I can cure a heart attack, and you can never get a heart attack, and that's by stop eating fat. Don't eat oils or fats, and you will never get a heart attack. Because how you get a heart attack is cholesterol goes into your veins or your arteries, makes a hole and builds up in there, and then plugs your arteries or your veins. If your artery is plugged when it's going to your heart, you have a heart attack. If you if it's plugged on the way out from your heart, you'll have a stroke. So how do you stop that calcium or that cholesterol from doing that in the first place? Well, why doesn't it happen everywhere? The reason is your veins and arteries have this enzyme around them, very, very small molecule around all your blood. The reason that enzyme is there is when you go upstairs or when you exert, when you run, when you do whatever, what does that enzyme do? It opens up your veins so that more blood can flow through. Your veins don't just open up and allow blood to flow through. Something has to open them up. That's what this enzyme does. So when this enzyme can't is breached, has got a hole in it, and how it gets a hole in it is from fat on that enzyme, and now cholesterol can work in that hole. So if you don't ever eat fat to get fat on that enzyme, you can protect yourself from a heart attack completely. The Mediterranean diet, mostly a medium amount of protein and lots and lots of veggies. Yeah, that's a those kind of are good, good clean diet. Yeah, perfect, perfect. I mean, a lot of people say like if you eat a well balanced meal, that's all you need. I mean, race. Well, fat's not fat. It all depends. There's so many different kinds of fats, though. That's the problem. Sometimes the fat you eat is the fat that you wear. But I'm talking about all fats, even oils. A diabetic can't have that. It's the fat that's stopping uh, the glucose from getting into your cells. That's why your blood sugar stays so high when you're susceptible to that. I mean, neither can the insulin can't get in to open the door for the glucose to get in. So it's actually the insulin is the part that can't get into the cell because it's filled with fat. And if you stop eating fat, all it takes is about 1 week and that fat is gone. And you will start noticing a difference that now when you eat something that's sugar, it can get into that cell and give you energy into that cell. And every single cell, that's how that works in your body. So, I mean, all your cells that are alive, that's how they get energy and work. So, well, it's my thoughts, my beliefs, anyways. Um, you ate half a cup of corn and mashed potatoes. You lost 25 pounds. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose if you would exercised or something, maybe your muscle mass would have helped. But see, that. Like I said, not all diets work for everyone. But this diet worked for me, and like I said, I filled my plate every single night when I came home. I had pasta, like a heaping thing of pasta, mashed potatoes. I had two large potatoes. I'm every kind of potatoes I would make, rice, and all these foods are the foods that I really like. So I would make all these things, and I lost 25 pounds, and or I lost 50 pounds, and my diet. I told my dietitian, this is what I'm going to do. I said, I'm just eating food. It's not like I'm taking pills or taking some sort of drug to do something. I said, this is just food. So she said, oh, good luck. So then after I said, I'm only going to try it for a month or so anyway. So after a little while, I took all my A1C numbers and took me to all my blood tests, and she looked at me and she says, "What the heck have you been eating, anyways? Because I've never seen numbers like this before. I'm going to take a picture of you and put it on our walls up here because you're a patient that is exceptional. I can't believe that you've lost all that weight, and look at these numbers. The only one number that was kind of not even off the charts was too high. It wasn't even it was just barely over a limit was potassium. She says, eat some more bananas and stuff. So I couldn't believe that because before that, my A1C was like 10, way below 6 or whatever the normal is supposed to be. So my count went to well beyond perfect. And my doctor says, that's it. You can't take metformin anymore because you take that and your blood sugar is going to go really low. We got to take you off. So they took me off all my medications. And I could have stayed that way. But like I said, once I went back to start eating things I shouldn't have, then I started gaining weight again and my blood sugars went up. But I'm so close that they gave me some other medications. Um, yeah, potatoes are beautiful, full of potassium. And that's another thing. If you have actually just potatoes alone, well, people would say, well, how do you get your protein? How do you get this? How do you get that? You're eating potatoes. There's nothing in there. And yet, there is everything that a human body needs in starch food. There's everything that your body needs. And you say, well, you get protein from meat and stuff. Okay, well, you look at a cow, he's full of protein. Where did he get the protein from? He got it from the grass to produce. So there's, I mean, all these things. You can, nutritional yeast. If you like nutritional yeast, you can put that on your breakfast in the morning with your cereal. Nutritional yeast is full of protein. So there's lots of stuff. And another thing that Dr. McDougall says that you can, if you like sugar, actually pure white sugar is good for diabetics. All this other stuff is not good. The pure white. So if you got some time one time, take a little bowl of white pure sugar in the summertime when there's lots of flies around, and put it on a table outside, put it outside, and see how many flies will land on it. Like, even the flies don't like it. But for a diabetic, uh, pure. And then they'll say, okay, but you're eating all that starch, and all that starch has a whole bunch of sugar in it. Well, okay, you got to have a little bit of education about sugar, though. All the sugars that you get, like, are added sugars, are, I think those are the ones. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I might get it. There's long strings, long chain. Those are the ones that are sugars that are added. Starches, they have short chain sugar, so when you eat them, they take a long time to break sugar. Doesn't go up. Sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a number one food to eat. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, they turn grass into protein, and they turn grass into milk, and chickens turn them into eggs. There is protein in vegetables. Yeah, I mean that's what the diet that I'm on is called, is the whole food plant based. Well, plant most plants. Well, legumes, like beans, starchy foods. There are some. I take that as a supplement. There are a couple of vitamins that I kind of take extra because of like muscles or bones or something. That I take extra for that, and it's not very. It's not like, I think B12 is missing in a lot of, like, in almost everything. So it's hard to get that. But yeah, I don't follow my diet very good either, and yet, and I said that's it, cold turkey. Well, it's because of the food. I like the food, and I filled my dish up. I could eat a lot. And you have to learn to cook, like fry your onions with no butter, no oil, no canola oil, no oil. Can't use oil in anything. So I did that. No dairy, no meat. I just did it cold turkey. And like I said, it really worked for me, and really fast. It was unbelievable. I couldn't believe it at first, because I think that's why I was going so fast. I couldn't believe it. So, but it did work for me. This up here, nobody's interested in my spreadsheet. I'll have to bring that up on Sunday again. Tomorrow, I have to bring that up on Sunday again. See if anybody's interested in downloading a blank spreadsheet up there for their own self. I must have windows open or something. It's getting pretty cold in here. I feel a breeze. Well, guys, actually, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping in. You've spent your time here for the last hour. Uh, there wasn't much for entertainment. As far as entertaining, it was just discussion. I should have had some people up on the chat, but I'm going to shut it down. It's been 2 hours. I can't believe it. So, and I'm on tomorrow again at 1. So with the Sunday Fun Day again, and I don't know, people up on the chat window. Some people don't like to come up, but I don't know. Sometimes some people do. But anyways, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for coming out on a Saturday evening, spending your time. It's not even in the light anymore. I started when it was light outside. Yeah, I'm. This is interesting because now I'm watching your channel more, because you do more of this kind of stuff than I do. So that's for sure. So on. So yours is not very much different than mine. I mean, it's typical good food for you. Like that's all. That's all. It's in reasonable. Like don't eat like hamburgers like I do sometimes. Just I mean the obvious. Stay away from sugaries and all that kind of stuff. So okay, Justin, if you're only or Justin and Christina, or if you're both there, either one. Thanks for popping in, Fairy Dust. Um, Leonard, John, everybody that was here, thank you very much for popping in. I have got to quit. We're going to let somebody else go on live for a little while. ESP and me, yes. Thanks. Thank you. Okay, guys, we'll catch you tomorrow if you're here at 1. I don't know what the discussion is, but we'll figure something out. Catch you later.